Well, friends, here I am. We have the element in to get an undercoating done. My mechanic, Al's Auto Service, asked me to get an underbody coating on it. So we looked around and did some research. Found Krown Automotive Rust Protection. So they are apparently one of the best. They're the top Canadian undercoating body protection, and it's an annual treatment that you do. It's just figured that, well, with my oil changes that I do every 5,000 miles, might as well get this done every year. So this vehicle came from New York, so I know that it's been subjected to salt and that kind of stuff. I don't think it's ever been done. I didn't see any indication that it's been done, so we're looking forward to having it done. Unfortunately, because it's slick in there, I will not be able to video the process because it's slick and they got insurance. They have different insurance that from liability standpoint won't be able to go in there and show you what they're doing. So anyway, they have a nice waiting room in here, and you open up the door and see what you have is they do have a video where you're able to watch your car, your truck, whatever being done. So nice waiting room with TV, snacks here. Takes about an hour. A little bit more of a showroom because they also have Line-X that they do. So you see the pricing here. This is as of April 2024. So, and the restroom. So, nice facility, very clean, very attentive to any questions. Okay. I really can't get in there. I gotta stay in the parking lot, according to insurance regulations. So. They also do Line-X that they're doing in the back of the trucks there. You see that? Nice looking shop. Very clean and very orderly. What they do is they do every crevice in there. They do between the doors, between the in the panels, etc. Now the other nice thing I have is I have plastic quarter panels in front and the back. So they probably don't have to do that, but up underneath they will. Every piece of metal that they spray on the inside. They open up, they drill some holes in the side panel doors if there are none, and they are able to spray that Krown sealant in there. And the nice thing about Krown is that I understand is that it penetrates all the rust that's already there and also chases out the moisture. So it replaces or displaces the moisture that's in there. And then there's something called creep, which means that it's not going to ever really dry. And it's supposed to get it done every year so that I guess, so it just keeps some protection. It'll eventually wear off. It's a very thin layer. It's not like other rust inhibitants or rust protectants. You do have to do it every year, which is not a problem. It's kind of nice to be able to know that that's being done that way and not sort of done and forget it. So it's kind of nice to be able to know that we're doing something on a regular annual basis, be able to keep the trucks and keep the car protected. To be honest with you, I'll probably get this done to the other two vehicles. We have a Subaru and I also have a Dodge Ram. I'll probably get that done. And unfortunately, the mechanic suggested, actually requested, that we get a rust underbody done to all our vehicles because it'll help stay off the rust from progressing. So Well, that's where it is right now. If you don't mind.
Not at all.
So tell me, how did you end up getting into working with Krown?
So when we first opened this location here in 2014, we were just doing the Line-X protective coatings. And so then, you know, a couple years into that and kind of getting that established, we had a lot of people asking for undercoating.
Oh, really? Okay.
The equipment that's required is very similar. So there are a lot of Line-X locations that offer some sort of undercoating.
Okay.
So we did some research on different options that were available, and we really liked Krown and the Krown corporate structure and the product itself and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, tell me a little bit about the process that you use.
So the Krown is a petroleum base.
Okay.
So it's an oil. So essentially what it's doing is creating a moisture barrier. So it's absorbed into the metal components of your vehicle to push out moisture. So it'll slow the spread of any existing rust that you have, and then also prevent new rust from forming. So what we're doing is we're applying that product inside all your door and body panels, your wheel wells, rocker panels, all of your electrical components under the hood as well. It's a dielectric, so it's going to help with all of those things also. And then of course the entire undercarriage as well. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay. Now the product displaces the water. Is that what it does?
Correct. Yes, that's correct.
And what about creep? Well, how long is it going to? I understand it's going to drip for a while.
It is going to drip for a day or two. And what that is just any excess product that hasn't been absorbed, as well as any moisture that may have been trapped anywhere. So a lot of times people think that, you know, we just applied the product too heavy, which again, you know, we want to go in that direction as opposed to not enough.
Light.
So that is the case, you know, that some of that dripping will be the oil itself. But again, some of it will be the moisture that is being pushed out from every crack and crevice. The Krown is viscous, so it is going to move around. Again, it's going to be absorbed into everything. It's going to thread bolts. It's going to, you know, creep into everywhere. The product is active for 18 months, so we normally recommend that you have the treatment done every year, you know, just to be on the safe side and make sure.
Now, what about washing my car afterwards?
So we're going to do an exterior wash today immediately, just to get any overspray off the outside. So applying that Krown product directly to the paint doesn't do any good. You know, we don't want it smeared all over your windows and on your door handles and things like that. So we're going to do that right away. As far as an undercarriage wash, we normally recommend that you wait a week or two, just to make sure that all the product has been absorbed. But generally, you know, a normal car wash soap isn't going to remove the Krown product from the vehicle. So after a week or two, you'll be able to wash the undercarriage.
What about a power wash? In that time?
You can power wash. Yes, again, you know, normal.
A light power wash.
Yeah, a normal power wash, and again, any normal car wash soap or anything like that isn't going to remove the Krown product. So yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Now, you say, is it warranted at all, or?
On newer vehicles, it is warranted. Yes. So anything within 3 years of the manufacture date, we can warranty at our discretion.
Well, mine's
so
almost 20 years.
The 2005, it doesn't apply to that, of course. But again, at our discretion, we can warranty anything within 3 years of the manufacture date. And so the stipulation there again is that you need to come back every year. So again, you know, a brand new vehicle, 22, 23, 24. As long as you're maintaining that annual schedule of service, we warranty against any rust below the window line.
Yeah. Cool. Now, this is since it's an annual thing, what time of the year should I be doing this?
I mean, our busiest time of year is in the fall. You know, as soon as it starts to get cold, that's when everybody's thinking about rust protection. For us, we believe that spring into summer is the best time. You know, warm weather is going to cause the metal parts of your vehicle to be more porous.
So they're expand too.
Yes, they're going to expand. They're going to absorb the product better. In addition, again, the Krown's an oil, so when it is warm, it's going to perform better as well. So again, we're busiest in the fall, but really spring and summer is going to be the most beneficial time.
So this would be a good time, and that's an annual basis to bring
Correct. So what we're going to do is we're going to mail a reminder out to you in about 10 months or so, letting you know when it's time to come back, and then you'll just kind of continue with that every year.
Very good. You got like 5-star ratings here.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we work hard at that. You know, word of mouth is our best form of advertisement. It's the best thing that we can ask for. So we try to do the best we can.
Gotcha. When I saw the Krown was the top Canadian product
Krown has been around in Canada for quite some time, since the early 80s, like 1983, I believe. So very popular. There are there are Krown locations. I want to say there's 10 of them just in Toronto. So,
really?
So it's very popular, and they're really doing a great job of kind of trying to make their way into the U.S. and kind of expand that. I think we are the southernmost dealer in the U.S. still at this point,
really?
But they have expanded quite a bit since we started in 2017. I think there's like 65 U.S. locations now.
Okay, so down in Maryland, you're not going to have any.
I don't think there is a Maryland location now.
Okay.
I know, again, it is, that is something that Krown is certainly looking to, expand into that territory. But at this point, I think we are the southernmost location.
Gotcha. What I want to ask about, other services that provide. When mechanics mentioned to put an undercoating on my, all I thought was the black tar that goes on.
Sure. So in addition to the Krown rust protection, we also offer what's called Line-X protective coatings.
Okay.
Again, that's how we started out here. So the Line-X protective coatings is a sprayed on polyurethane coating.
Okay.
So that's the black coating that you're thinking of. It primarily used for truck bed liners.
Okay.
We have a lot of people asking about using that product as an undercoating. Not something that we would recommend, especially on an older vehicle like yours.
Yeah.
You're never going to be able to remove every single speck of rust.
Yeah,
so, simply applying a heavy black undercoating to that vehicle is not going to be beneficial.
Yeah,
it's not going to prevent the rust. It's just going to prevent you from being able to see it.
Okay.
It's essentially just covering it. The rust will continue to breed and spread underneath of that heavy undercoating.
All right.
So, again, we think we did a lot of research, a lot of different options when we were talking about what sort of rust protection we wanted to offer. And we think that the Krown is a great product. I mean, again, it is a rust preventative.
The difference between, I call them the Z people.
Right.
So I don't want to say the name
Nope,
here.
I gotcha.
But I was thinking about Z.
Sure.
That was my first initial.
And again,
I was surprised to hear that they had, of your product, or the Krown product, that with the lanolin based sheep's wool or whatever it is.
So there is a different lanolin-based product as well. Again, the Krown is a petroleum. But your oil-based, wax-based coatings, again, especially for older vehicles, at least in our opinion, are going to be much more effective.
Okay.
Again, anytime you have something, a 2005, it's going to have some surface rust.
Yeah.
And simply applying a heavy black undercoating over top of that is not going to prevent that rust. It's just going to prevent you from seeing it. So again, the oil-based products are going to displace moisture, which will slow the spread of the existing surface rust that you have.
Yeah, this vehicle came from New York and then Connecticut.
And so, again, when we're talking about kind of the transition of Krown rust protection into the U.S., they have been in the northern United States for much longer. They have snow. I know my aunt and uncle are in Lake Placid, New York. They have snow on the roads up there, 8 to 10 months out of the year. So, they're driving on salt-covered roads much more than we are generally. But again, that's what where the Krown has been most popular in the past, but is sort of making its way here as well, because it is necessary. That salt brine that they treat our roads with is really very, very corrosive.
Yeah,
so it's horrible for your vehicle. So
Gotcha. Well, I'm happy to get this done.
Yeah, good.
I'm happy.
Well, we appreciate your business.
I'm happier to get it done here.
Yeah.
So
again, we appreciate your business. We try really hard to work on those reviews. And customer service is the number one priority. That's, again, the word of mouth advertising is the best thing we can ask for. So,
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Well, Jess, thank you for a little bit of time you spent with me.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it.
We appreciate your business.
Absolutely. And look for us on YouTube.
We will, and
York Firewood.
Keep us updated on what you think there. You're gonna watch you know, kind of how that product works over time, you
Yeah.
know, over the next year, and we'll be happy to hear what you think when you come back next year.
Well, I'm a skier, so I spend a lot of time out in
There you go.
in the snowland.
Yep. So it'll certainly be beneficial for you.
Absolutely, great,
Yeah.
great. Thanks,
you.
yes,
Yep.
appreciate it.
Absolutely,
Okay.
and yeah, he's just gonna get you cleaned up here, and then you'll be good to
Okay,
go.
great. Thank you for doing this. I
Of course,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
That's just okay. So they do a final wash, as Jessica said, and this is basically to get off the. It's got a special degreaser that they use just to be able to remove the overspray that they have on here. So now, is this a two-part wash you do, or is it a two-part wash, or is this a single application?
Soap and brush.
Okay, gotcha. Well, he said that this wasn't in bad condition, considering it came from New York. So. Now this was since I got plastic quarter panels.
Yep.
That was pretty easier for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about getting in behind
I
it.
still spray, like when I put it up on the lift, I still spray
Spray, yeah.
the backside.
Gotcha.
Of it.
Well, we just picked this up.
Never seen one of these in a manual.
What's that? Element?
Yeah.
Well, you have a manual for
What's that?
you have a manual for Krown?
No, I mean like a stick shift.
Stick shift. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never seen one of these in a stick shift.
Yeah, they're rare. But they're fun.
I daily drive a manual. So.
Oh, you do? That's cool. Another car washing video. I got a question.
What's that?
When you had the doors open and the stuff gets inside, does it get kind of slick on the seats, etc. in there, or do I have to wash it and clean it out, or what?
What, the inside?
Yeah, the inside.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Nothing gets on the seats or anything.
What's that?
Nothing gets on the seats or anything.
Okay. Gotcha. Any video I've seen on this, nobody's ever asked that question about the interior.
If there's like any like sweat marks or anything like that on the doors, it'll get wiped off.
Okay.
The pedal, like when I pull it out, I wipe your pedals off.
Okay.
Yep.
A lot of these people convert these to campers.
Got a little bit of room in the back.
It does, doesn't it? I don't know that I'll do this to that, but